I'm Dan DeLuca. I wrote the book on the old Leatherman. The Leatherman was a fascinating character that walked around Connecticut and New York between 1856 and 1889. He was all dressed in leather, made from old boot tops that he sold together with leather lacing. In 1883 is when he started his famous 365-mile clockwise circuit through Connecticut and New York between the Connecticut and Hudson rivers, and it took him 34 days to complete this circuit. He was compiling food. He would take this food and he would place it in different caves and shelters. And here we are. And this is actually where the Leatherman stayed. Back when he was around Connecticut and New York, a lot of these trees were gone. So it was very easy for him to see different areas that most likely had shelters. And then, of course, once he found the shelter, he would make it his own. Where you find the Leatherman shelters, you'll find water is always nearby. When the Leatherman was traveling around Connecticut and New York, there were animals, there were snakes in his shelters. The leather suit protected him from these snakes and animals. He was a legend in his own time. It's a story that has been passed down. It's like Johnny Appleseed, Paul Bunyan. They're all legends. And the Leatherman was a legend. Also, we have a group called Pearl Jam, and he wrote a song. They wrote a song about the old Leatherman. So a lot of people have been exposed to the old Leatherman through that song. And we know that he passed away of cancer, and we're at Sparta Cemetery in Ossining, New York. And from here, you can see the stone towards the end of the driveway on the right-hand side. The copper plate says, "Final resting place of Jules Bourglet of Lyons, France, the old Leatherman." We've determined that he was not Jules Bourglet, that was actually a story that was printed in the newspapers, later retracted by the newspapers, and will be changed into stone sometime this year. And the name Jules Bourglet will no longer be on the stone. Once the name comes off, then more people will research him, and maybe we will find out who he truly was, and maybe we won't. But we know that he is the Leatherman or the old Leatherman. That we know for a fact.